Okay, we are here in front of the Artitec booth at the 2023 Intermodelbau Messe in Dortmund. And I'm here with my friend Diederik, and he is going to talk about the 2023 new items and some of the great new models that will be coming out shortly this year and early next year. Hello, my friend Diederik.
Welcome to our stand.
Thank you, Diederik. Can you tell me a little bit about some of the new items for 2023? Yes.
I would like to do this, and we have a lot, so I have to make some choices.
Yes.
Of course, everything is to see on our website, but let me show you a few nice things. A typical Dutch thing, that's this herring booth.
Beautiful.
Together with people eating the herring, a saleswoman who is handing over the herring, which is of course typical Dutch, but for sure it also would fit, let's say, in the 20s in center of Chicago.
Sure.
You have such selling booth. Next to it you see the fish crate,
yes.
is it called?
Yes.
With also herring. You see it's painted silver.
That's awesome.
So everyone understands that this is fish. And of course in the back you see a real traditional fishing ship.
That's awesome.
This is 17th century fishing ship.
17th century.
Yeah.
And how long did those 17th centuries fish for? Did they go into the 18th century, you think?
Oh, good question. I think, yeah, these types of ships you saw in the 18th century for sure.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ship. And that's HO scale, right?
All HO scale. This is of course also belongs also to a harbor scene. It's a crane.
Oh yeah, old-fashioned crane.
Old-fashioned crane.
Love it. Absolutely beautiful.
Okay, then we go to nowadays era, and this is what you can hang behind the tractor. It's
oh, is that for the Ford tractor? Or for example, it could hang on every tractor. Fantastic. Really
it is
cool.
to prevent against bugs.
It's a sprayer, pesticide sprayer.
Yeah,
sure.
A sprayer.
You know, Diederik, what I really love this year is I love the small little buildings, especially the drink halle.
Yeah, this is
really
classical
fantastic.
German scene.
Yes.
Which would fit in the Ruhrgebiet area.
Yes.
But also would fit in Hamburg. You know, the big cities all have this kinds of booth where you can buy your cigarettes, your newspaper,
I know it
your
very
beer.
well. Yes. I used to get cigarettes from my uncle in Germany. He used to send me down, get some cigarettes, get yourself an ice cream. I was like 10 years old. I'd run down there, I'd get it for him. I remember those drink halles are awesome.
Yeah.
And that's completely a finished model.
No, this.
Is that a kit?
Now we only have it as kits, but there's a lot of requests for finished models, so we're thinking about it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
What is in the same, a little bit the same scene. This is a French fried booth.
Oh, for pommes, for French fries?
Yeah, this would fit in Belgium.
Yes.
North of France.
Yes.
Holland. Also Germany, of course.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and it has an interior.
That's what makes it so nice,
also,
is the interior.
Also, the back is interesting. You have some gas cylinders there.
That's fantastic.
And exhaustion pipe.
It's all resin.
It's resin. It's also a kit.
Resin kit.
Maybe it will come ready-made. We have to consider this.
I noticed some camping tents.
Yeah, this is camping scene. Also typical European scene. Everyone in Europe, everyone knows this.
Yes.
This is. We grew up with this.
Absolutely cool.
This we have also in N scale, in the Z scale, in the TT, which is an East German scale.
Sure. This is a great civilian program this year. We also have, is that an N-scale tractor back there?
I think this is TT.
Oh, it's a TT tractor.
And this is N-scale, what you see here. This is
oh, fantastic.
This is a K5, a Hanomag.
Hanomag K5.
And in the back you see a Z-scale.
Oh, I see. Yeah.
You get an impression how big it is.
It's so small I can't find it. There it is. Oh, it's absolutely beautiful.
But the detailing is like HO. Yeah, that's a nice thing of how we work with etchings, with resin. We can make very detailed.
Fantastic. And what really excites me for this year is some of this tragic but necessary equipment for the current war going on in the Ukraine and Russia.
It's no one expected that we would have a war in Europe.
Yeah, that's for sure.
I have many friends in the Ukraine, so we do everything to support them.
Wonderful.
We made the Heimer, both as kit but also ready-made. We made the US Army version and the Ukraine version, and this is typical for the Ukraine.
Absolutely.
Of course, we don't want to make money on this. The profit we make on this, we give to the Ukrainians.
Fantastic.
And we're already doing this. We bought some mine detectors, and they told me they already digged out more than 1,000 mines with this.
Oh, that's fantastic.
With one donation.
So the purchase of every Heimer money is going to go to
helping the Ukrainian
people,
especially to protect them and to get the Russian stuff out of their soil.
It's phenomenal.
Because we want to also to ridicule the Russians. We also made a Russian tank hit by an American javelin. And the nice things now, flowers are growing there instead of that it can kill people.
That's great. I bet you there's a couple of Russians that went by. They're probably like, I don't like that.
I like that too. They should feel ashamed.
They should feel ashamed. Diederik, you told me a very nice story about that Heimer. Can you repeat to me what you said about the Heimer and how important it is for the war and naming of the children?
Yes, America is really supporting the Ukrainian people, and the HIMARS is luckily a superior weapon to all what the Russians have. It's very accurate, so it can pinpoint targets. I think about 70 kilometers.
Wow.
It can reach with the rockets. So the Ukrainians, it really helped the Ukrainians to stop the Russian invasion.
That's phenomenal.
And that's why in Ukraine a lot of people really get enthusiastic also when they see the model, because they know how important it is, and even they told me that they name their children after it as they get born.
That's fantastic. That's a great story.
And the same about the Javelin anti-tank rockets.
Sure, the Javelin.
The Javelin is a very popular name now in Ukraine.
The Ukraine,
yes.
that's fantastic.
Yeah. And thanks to the Americans,
That's
I have to say.
Really fantastic. Is that some Russian armor here? Is that a Russian tank?
Yeah, but this is also a little bit to ridiculize them.
Ridicule.
This is to ridicule them. This is Russians stealing things from the Ukrainians, like what is it, a washing machine, and that's what they were doing when they went in. They immediately starts to loot
and pillage,
and
then throw stuff on the tank. Ridiculous.
Yeah. Armored fighting vehicle is called the Puma. This is latest development. We have good contacts with the Bundeswehr.
Okay.
So they give us the drawings. We could take photos. We even were allowed to go in. And with this information, we made this model. It will come ready-made, and I think it will also come as a kit.
It's a really beautiful tank.
And the
very
Howard,
modern.
very, very, very modern.
Very modern.
And next to it you see the so-called Panzerhaubitze 2000.
Yeah. German Howitzer 2000.
Long range howitzer.
Is this model, a version of this model already been made, or is this brand new?
Well, this is brand new. Yes,
It's brand new.
This is new development from
Okay.
our company. Yeah,
I see. It looks very similar to that American howitzer. I'm not that.
Yeah, you have the Paladin, for example,
Yeah.
the M109. They all have the same shape. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. That is really cool howitzers.
Maybe you can go around and I can
Yes.
show you a few more things.
Oh God, there's so many things. Like every year.
New this year is a series of Fords.
Model Ts.
Model A. This
Model
is
A. Model
yeah,
A. Model A.
yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Look at those
And
beauties. Wow.
they are really detailed. They have a lot of etchings.
Wow.
We go very far in the detailing and
Just phenomenal. And I'm sure there's going to be a whole assortment of Model A's, just like with the Model T's, right?
yeah. You
Trucks.
you see them here. It's
Yes.
what is coming.
Fantastic.
Some we already have.
Convertibles.
We have already for sale. This I think many people will also know this.
This is a shell pumping.
Yeah.
Yep.
It was, I think, pre-war pumping system.
Fantastic. Really nice. A lot of new figures I see.
A lot of new figures.
I mean,
this is still under construction, but it will come this year, end of this year. And yeah, also there you see very nice scenes. For example, this one, a garbage guy, a cleaning guy.
Fantastic.
And then typical
milker. The cow
typical
being milk.
scene
That's awesome.
from the countryside.
Oh, that's fantastic. Prizer is not going to be happy.
No.
Wow, look at you got railroad workers already, and you have, it looks like railroad personnel in different uniforms. Oh, that's fantastic. I believe I see a mailman. Wow.
Exactly. Yeah. Also here you see mill people. This is then Dutch.
Oh, I love it, and I love the pedestrians on the bikes with the umbrellas.
This is typical Dutch, of course. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's always raining. People always on bike. They have to protect themselves
I
against
love
the
it.
rain.
I love it. So many great figures. People love figures. Fantastic. And a lot of these figures are going to be made obviously in HO scale.
And a lot also will be in N scale.
In N scale.
So what is fitting to the N scale we will make. This is also a typical scene.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's great.
Potatoes,
Yes.
picking.
The farmers
yeah.
harvesting, that's fantastic. It creates such a nice emotion, you know. Oh, we got some Jeeps down here, huh?
Yeah, but this is American.
Is that the Willys?
Yeah, this is the Willys. I will take it out for you, so you can have a close look.
Very popular Jeep. There we go. One of the, how can I say, underrated but very important vehicles from World War II.
It was a very good design.
Yes.
And you see a lot of people who do reenactment or historical groups.
There's still so many running.
Many still running and running very well.
I think that was a great decision to make the Willy. It's just in World War II you need the Willys. Right.
We also have it in N-scale.
Also will be in N. And when will those be out?
While we're working on it, we think all those things will come this year.
All these things will come.
Will be ready in 2023. We have now more people working for us.
Oh, that's always good. This looks like a really nice new truck too. Is that MAN?
Yeah, this is something we had a few years. It was a novelty a few years before.
Oh, it's a beautiful truck. I love those trucks. Is
This
is that a Red Cross vehicle?
Yeah, but this is German.
Okay.
This is called a Munga.
Munga.
And this was a long time the German Jeep.
Okay, German version of the Jeep.
Yeah. And after they came out, the army stopped using them. I think somewhere in the 80s or 90s, and then they were handed over to the Red Cross, to the fire brigades.
Sure.
So they had a second life.
Is that a model? T truck?
No, this is a German.
That's awesome.
Good question what type it is, but
it's really
Second
great.
World War German
Red
ambulance.
Cross ambulance. Oh, that's beautiful. And that'll be out sometime this year as well?
Also this year.
Oh,
yeah.
it's fantastic. Like every year, the assortment keeps impressing, and the ingenuity, it's crazy. Oh, isn't that great? You have your Model T, Model A pickup truck. That's awesome. Panel truck, right? Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Fantastic. It's a great compliment to the Model T, right? Crazy Henry Ford.
Yeah, well, happy that he made these nice trucks.
This is great right here. You know, I tell you, this would be really awesome to also be offered as a package. You know, maybe 3 or 4 tanks in one, you know, as kind of like a decorative package. I think that would be a great idea. But if not, separate is good too.
A sad remembrance of what is happening now.
Yeah. Hopefully this comes to an end.
Very soon.
Yeah, I hope very, very soon too. So any other bolts this year? Or is this the only bolt this year?
At the moment, this is the only one we have, but we're working on of course, on new projects. So,
fantastic. Do we have a new 2-axle flat car, or those from?
This is Dutch called a Sandwagon.
Okay.
And what is also coming is a load for such a wagon.
That's fantastic.
But of course, it will fit in other open freight wagon.
Oh, it's fantastic.
Yeah.
Really, really good looking car. Now, your assortment is growing every year.
And it will continue to grow.
I certainly don't know how you keep track of everything.
Here,
New boxcar?
Yeah, this is also a Dutch boxcar. It was used for transporting cattle.
Okay.
Horses, cows. Also, there was one. This one was made for chickens.
For chickens?
So it was livestock. It was transported all over Europe.
Fantastic. Really, really great assortment.
It's called Hongaar, and it means Hungary.
It means Hungary, okay.
Hungary, yeah.
Okay.
Because they were traded with Hungary after the Second
World War.
The Dutch sent herring
to
the Hungarian people, and in return they sent back these
freight cars.
That's
great.
Yes. Yeah, that's the story behind this car.
That's great assortment. Well, Diederik, I appreciate the time. I thank you very much for taking the time to tell us a little bit about these new items. And I hope you had a great show, and keep up the great work.
We will do. Thank you for
Thank you, Diederik.
Thank you.